Hey guys, Buffner Gaming here, bringing you back another video, and today I want to talk about some additional weapons that were revealed to be in the game. So we should be seeing these coming on October 25th when the full game drops, and these weapons were revealed via data mining from the PC beta files by the user Impala, who had the link up on Reddit. So I'll leave the link for that below in the comment section of this video. So in this video, we're just going to go over the new weapons. I've done a couple of videos in the past about all the weapons to date. So currently with these new weapons listed, the total weapon count is going to be up to 49. So let's get into those new ones here. First off, for the assault rifles, the new assault rifle listed here is the AK-12, and the AK-12 is a 5.45 times 39mm assault rifle, and this has currently been approved to be the new standard service rifle for the Russian army. And we've seen the prototype version of this in games in the past, including Call of Duty Ghosts, Battlefield 4, and then also Rainbow Six Siege. So back in 2011, the Russian army had the Ratnik trials to search for a new assault rifle to replace their current ones of the AK-200 models, and the AK-12 was a prototype version back then, and that's the version that we saw in these other games that I just listed, like COD Ghosts. So the AK-12 now is a completely different rifle, which is based more off of the AK-400 series of rifles, which is a more proven series of Kalashnikov rifles. And now the one thing to note here is that the AK-12 can be converted, I'm assuming in this game, to an AK-15. Now the only difference between the AK-12 and the AK-15 is that the AK-12 is a 5.45 assault rifle, and then the AK-15 is a 7.62 times 39mm assault rifle. So the guns are identical, they just fire different caliber rounds. So with a conversion kit on that, which we've seen on some weapons like the AUG and the AK-47, as well as some others, you'll be able to turn the AK-12 into an AK-15 right there. So moving on to submachine guns, we have the AK-74, and then a weapon listed as Victor, which is unknown. There's not a definitive name for this. Everyone's assuming it's the Vector, which was last seen in Modern Warfare 2, and that's obviously a 45 ACP round submachine gun with a very high rate of fire. So we'll see what they do with that. I'm assuming it is the Vector. It could also be the UMP, because a lot of YouTubers that got to playtest the game way back in May, before it was even revealed to anybody, said that the UMP was in the game, although the Victor would be an odd code name for this to be in the game files. But if YouTubers are saying that they played with it, it's got to be there somewhere, so this very well could be it, just under an odd name. But it is weird to see the AK-74 there. It must be the AK-74U. But again, this is also strange because we've known that you can do a conversion kit with the AK-47 to create this, just by doing a short barrel on the AK-47 and turning it into that weapon. So I believe that was even a default class setup in the beta for the demolition class. You started with a AK-47 converted, which was technically an AK-74U. So we'll see what they do with that. The list, what we saw in the PC beta files from the data mining, doesn't say that it's the submachine gun type. It just says AK-74, which would be an assault rifle. But again, you can do conversion kits with the AK-47 to turn the AK-47 into the AK-74. So not too sure about that one. We'll have to see what becomes of that when the game comes out. Moving on to sniper rifles, some different ones here listed. One is the Crossbow. Another one is only listed as the SNA Whiskey. So this is an unknown rifle. Possibly could be the L11-8 or the L96 sniper rifles. Then we also have the SN India, which again, this is another unknown one. It could be a bolt action 30-08 scout rifle. Could also be the SVD-98, a sniper rifle as well. Moving on to pistols, there's the 44 Magnum, so I think we all saw that one coming. We had the 357, but now the 44 Magnum has been confirmed via these data mining files. Then the other one is the USP-45, so finally we get a 45 ACP pistol in the game, besides the 1911, so that's good to see. And again, that's one returning from all the other previous Call of Duty Modern Warfare titles as well, so it'll be good to see the USP-45 back in the game. Next up, we have launchers, and the MGL-32 grenade launcher. We see a couple different variants here with this one. So you see the standard MGL-32 grenade launcher, as well as an incendiary round version of the launcher. So those are listed as two separate weapons. And then we also see the Rambo grenade launcher, which must be the M79 grenade launcher, which is a Vietnam era single fire grenade launcher that was used in the Vietnam War by United States troops. Then the last launcher is the L Alpha, which is the SA-24 Grinch infrared SAM. So it's also known as the Igla, and this is again a surface to air missile launcher. So this will help you with taking out aerial kill streaks. So now with these additional weapons that have been leaked, that leaves the total weapon list at 49 weapons at launch. So assuming all these weapons are here at launch, again, these are not confirmed by Infinity Ward or Activision. This is just based on leaks and data mining. So they're in the game files somewhere, but you just don't know if they're going to be at launch, if they're going to be possibly in loot boxes, or if they're going to be released throughout the game's life cycle. Maybe a few months down the road with some of the DLCs that drop, maybe these weapons will be introduced there. So that's 49 weapons, but again, keep in mind that you can do conversion kits on a lot of these weapons that we saw in the beta and some other gameplay videos that we saw So some of those weapons that you can do conversion kits on that we know of are the AK-47, the AUG, and the SA-87, which previously was the LA-86. So you can turn all those guns into other guns. For example, the AK-47 we know can be turned into the AK-74U, which is odd that we see that listed in this leak. The AUG can go from the submachine gun into the assault rifle version, and the SA-87 can go into the assault rifle version as well, which would be the L85A2, or in this case, the SA-85A2, I guess is what we would call it. So with the conversion kits, you have well over 49 total weapons in the game. Another thing, as I mentioned, with the AK-12 being confirmed now, that can easily be converted into an AK-15, fire 7.62mm rounds. So including conversion kits, you have well over 50 weapons here, and you can, again, there's many more weapons in the game that you can use conversion kits on to make different known variants of weapons as well. So it looks like we have a pretty big list of weapons here at launch. I hope all these new weapons do make it into the launch version of the game on October 25th. I was somebody that was looking at the AK-47 and really wondering why the AK-47 was the only Kalashnikov assault rifle in the game, because it has been replaced by the AK-12. There's been other Kalashnikov rifles that the Russian army has used over the years. The AK-47 is not their standard service rifle anymore. But again, with the Middle Eastern setting, it does make sense that it's there. But I was looking at it from a point of view as you have Russian soldiers in the game, so why would Russian soldiers be using the AK-47 currently? So it's good to see that the AK-12, not the prototype version, but the approved version by the Russian military is making it into the game, and we can convert that from an AK-12 to an AK-15. So that's the one I'm looking forward to playing with the most. I'll probably only use that weapon once I unlock it, so we're looking forward to that one. Let me know what you guys think below. Is there any weapons here that you're missing that you think should make the list? I know, like we talked about, whether the Victor is the Vector or the UMP-45 or not. I think that's one that everyone wants to see in the game. Some other weapons that may be missing would be some additional bullpup weapons like the TAR-21 from Modern Warfare 2, as well as others. So if there's any weapons that you really hope make it into the game, I know like the G36 would be a good one as well. So I've heard that in the comments below from some of the previous weapon videos we did also. So let me know what you guys think below, and until next time, Buffner Gaming out.
Friendly vehicle on station for overwatch. We're halfway there. Keep going. Allied UAV overhead. Enemy UAV overhead. Allied UAV overhead.
Changing max.
Friendly VTOL on station for overwatch. Allied UAV overhead. Allied IAV dropping in. Enemy UAV overhead. Allied UAV overhead. Enemy at Echo, go!
Fight!
Allied UAV overhead. Enemy has Echo. Allied UAV overhead. Precision airstrike. Ready on your mark. Securing A. Allied cruise missile launched. Allied UAV overhead. Securing Alpha. Allied cruise missile launched.
This is Phoenix 3. Good copy. Strike inbound.
Captured Alpha. Allied counter UAV active. Back up at Delta.
No hits on that run.
Enemy UAV overhead. We lost Delta. Securing Echo. Enemy UAV overhead. Enemy cruise missile, take cover. This is our fight. Stay focused. Allied cruise missile launched. Securing Delta. We've got Echo.